IELTS writing, one of the important discussion based on IELTS writing section. In IELTS writing, we are total having 2 questions. And in those 2 questions, some of the things like when we come for the next very level to describe or to discuss. Now, the first level, indeed, structure, grammar, idea. Structure, grammar, idea. If your structure is okay, grammar is okay, idea is okay, that means 6, 6.5. And what it will distinguish from 7 plus, this is the target of today's discussion. Like if you are overall in IELTS speaking or writing, both means how you convey information, how you talk or how you write, how you share the perception, the idea, the concept. Either it comes to writing, either it comes to speaking. Now, in both speaking or in writing, grammar and vocab might be both will be okay and fine. But the next moment they see your examiner, the concern with your, we say, this how like what is the distinguished points, what are the distinguished points on the basis of which your score will be counted, or on the basis of which your score will be distinguished from 7 plus band student. Now, number one, we see sometimes in classes I say do not use common words because it is English ESL exam, and ESL exam means your level in English ability and your level in English capability, and that sometimes also means the words you are using repeatedly the same, are the words you are using, you are going for some other new words, right? So different aspects matters here. It's not only the right exact grammar, rather also it matters what the words you're using. Either you're also repeating it or you're going for some different words. Now, number one point in IELTS writing section that's very important, use while class instead of simple comparison. And what that means, here we are having one example I show you. Public transport has advantages, but it also has disadvantages. Later on, I will take your test, right? Within a glimpse, like of education. Now, how to make this sentence for 7 plus? If you are, let's suppose this is grammatically 100%. Please mute your mics. You are highly requested. Dylan and others, take care of this. Now, for example, this is your sentence. You wrote it. It is grammatically 100% acceptable, correct. But in ESL, IELTS exam or PTE exam, these exams, Duolingo, Language Search, Oxford, these are concerned with your English ability. And in English ability, sometimes on different social websites, when you see like this title, common words and IELTS 7 plus band, those are 100% working. Why? One person is saying it is important, good and bad sides. So that is also fine. Another person is saying there is crucial, significant, paramount, having both brighter and darker sides. Now both the concepts are okay, but the one use some synonyms and advanced words considered to be like the most having good command or the most advanced person in English language, right? Now, how to say this sentence in front of you on the screen, how to say it in more better way by using the while clause. Here it is. While public transport has numerous advantages, it also has significant disadvantages. Now the idea is same, but what we did, we removed this. And before starting the lecture, I said you have to not use it. And now you got an idea how to get rid of it by using a while clause. Starting a sentence from while, shifting it from but to using while. And that sounds more advanced, more better comparative to but. Why? The logical answer is anybody can say this sentence, the beginning one, the first one, but not every common person can say this one, right? When it comes to fluent speaking, when it comes to coherence writing, right? So these things means that but must be avoided. Further, there are also some other alternatives for but. At the end, it will also come and we will discuss. Now let's see another topic here. Public transport is now, sorry, this is now for second idea, and that means replace and with not only and but also. Number one was to replace but with what? With while class. In IELTS speaking, in IELTS writing, to show your level at the best position. Next, this is for 7 plus. Again, repeating. If you're using but, so it is okay. It is not wrong. But to show your level more better, you have to go for avoiding using but. That is a very common word. You have to avoid using and. You have to avoid using so. You have to avoid using then, right? And you have to go for some other words, some alternatives to sound like you are having outstanding command on English. Why? Because IELTS means International English Language Testing System. Now your English term is to be observed. If English is not observed, so what will be actually observed? Anybody can say, do you like book reading? Yes, I like. I don't like. So the answer is right. But how we will consider either the person is fluent when he will share a little extra answer. Yes, I do like English. I do like reading books. It gives me nourishment. It grows my mind. It grew my mind and personality. I learned a lot from books, and at any difficult situation, I can make a lot of critical or possible probable solutions for my critical the situations, right? So now a little complex and flexible answer, a little complex and flexible writing, a little complex and flexible sentence will be considered this student is having more advanced level comparatively to all common students. Those who do not practice, those who know only parts of speech, those who know only tenses, but yet only they say, like when we ask students before taking a start of IELTS class or English speaking writing, we say, do you know English? How is your level? How will you tell me what your current level is? And most of the moment what we hear from them, I understand, but when I speak, I sometimes stack. When I write, I think comma mistake, I think spelling mistake, I think sentences I write, those are in a common style. I think myself might be logically will be equivalent to 6 or 6.5. And personally, logically, you will feel it that you might not be very confident 100% for 7 plus. So why? The reason is in front of you right the moment. Like for example, if no mistake of comma, after watching comma lecture, I will share. If no mistake of sentence structure, tenses, if no mistake of paragraph structure or essay style structure and task one, there are only 2 questions in writing section. And very easy, very easy, very easy, very easily accessible, understandable, and approachable. Anybody can write on it. Just a little creativity, and creativity that is required, that will be developed by writing on daily basis, right? Without that, it is impossible. And within any student's writing, I can find you like more than 10 mistake easily right the moment. If any one of you is confident, I will show you this is mistake there, but anyone making those mistakes will make your essay equivalent to maximum 6.5. Even having those mistakes, still your essay will be counted and your task one 6.5 if overall remaining is not bad. But for 7 plus, why it is challenging, why students get hardly in writing section, right? Upcoming week, we will discuss about writing some more innovative ideas and concepts, but why 7 plus is challenge? Very rare case you will see in IELTS writing section from any department, institute, from any training center, from wherever the background belongs to, students get hardly 7 plus in writing section. Easily in listening and speaking, at normal and average level in reading. When it comes to writing, they pass it easily. But 6 plus also fine, 6.5. But when it comes to 7 and plus, we become astonished, like it's really outstanding, right? So that means number one, but must be avoided, and you knew it how to be avoided. Next word, when we compare two sentences with the word and, when we compare two ideas with the word and, how to make it more advanced? Or like for instance, if I ask you what is the function of and, so Alvina or Dylan or Zen will tell me and compares two ideas. Public transport is affordable and convenient. So grammatically, it is 100% fine. But don't you think it sounds like anybody can say it? So anybody approachable sentence, how can you expect will be equivalent to 7 plus? Like the sentence, anyone can say, how can I count it 7 plus? Then what is the difficulty and challenge in IELTS, right? So the moment you use and you have to replace it. How to replace it? By the word not only but also. That means correlative conjunction, paired conjunction, right? We use, so this moment, like you see the same example, the same words, public transport. Daniel, would you like to not distract? Okay, now public transport is not only affordable but also convenient. Now here you see the words, the idea, the concept is same. Yet if we go for and either in speaking section conveying information, either in writing section conveying information, it makes our information up to the normal common student's mind level, normal common students approach, right? And daily routine students level without having proper creative practice. I hope you're catching my points. So this and must be replaced by not only and but also. And remember, sometimes students when apply this point for the first moment, they avoid they forget to use but also in the sentence. Whenever they use sometimes some other connector or any other word, you have to use but also 100% must when you use or when you speak, not only in your sentence, right? So that means these are called correlative paired conjunction. Like when you, a simple example, if you are comparing two different situations or two different ideas, you say either you do it or you don't. Either you do it or you go for some other thing. Neither you are interested nor you are taking part in that. Now, neither nor, either or, whether or. Same goes for this, not only and but also. So that means you're comparing actually two things. Number one, number two, right? Affordable, convenient. At the end, I will ask you some short questions. So you have to be very attentive. You have to answer me. You have to use it attentively, right? Like on this topic, tell me how can you use not only and but also. And the idea and this usage will be from any student and will be shared with all of the students others. Okay, so public transport not only but also convenient. So from now onwards, in IELTS speaking and in IELTS writing, when you talk or when you write, avoid 100% your word. And next we shift to the third point, that is use which clauses that we call relative clauses also in parts of speech for result instead of so. Now, so means reason, you know that. So. In writing or in speaking, a very awkward word, a very unfair word in academic writing, right? So to be 100% avoided. Now, for example, yeah, it is grammatically correct and acceptable, but yet it is not going to be considered for 6 plus even, right? Maximum 6 can be achieved by using the word so, and more than once, so unfortunately 6 hardly also, right? So what we have to do with the word so, because anybody can say so, right? So public transport is generally affordable in big cities, so people prefer to use it. You are telling the reason by word so, that is fine, but we have to use the word which class and what it means. Let's see here. Yes, public transport is generally affordable in big cities, which tempts many to use it instead of private vehicles. Yeah, you exceed it also a little, but with the word which, you can also proceed it. Which tempts many, which which forces many, which enforce many, which insist many, right? Which which gives concept to many, and then many word also to be avoided, and that we are coming at that. But here we are talking about the word so to be avoided with the word like which, with the word like whereas, with the word like therefore, henceforth, other words we can also use due to the fact, due to the matter, due to the reason, instead of so, we have to go for it. And we have to make ourselves habitual, especially in speaking section as well and in writing, right? Because again, to distinguish yourself from common to the advanced level in IELTS exam, both are okay. Grammatically, concept-wise, both are okay. Level-wise, command-wise, the next part, instead of the replacing words, will show your best level on English, right? Otherwise, it is not wrong. Okay, next we are having some 5 keywords, very common keywords, and you have to stop using those words, right? For example, number 1 is sometime if you say don't in letter writing, IELTS general, or in academic writing, essay writing, wherever, or you write do not. Both like this academic writing, fine. You write separately, right? But instead of that, students, for example, you sort of do not have access to the social media, do not have access to creative works. Oh, can you not say it like students lack access to creativity? Now, both means the same. They don't have it, they lack it. Both means the same. So instead of do not, we can say insufficient. Instead of do not, we can say lack of. So point number one, out of 5 keywords to be avoided using do not, right? Or don't. We can say lack or insufficient. One is sufficient, complete, right? And one is insufficient, incomplete or lacking. Now, for example, students don't have motivation. Now, for basic 6.5 until then, also fine, no problem. It is okay. Yeah, we have to write it definitely with a separate form. With this, contractions are to be avoided. Contractions means you write the like 2 words combined. Don't, can't, isn't, all, aren't, right? So this I'd, so we have to write it complete words. But more better is to write instead of that, students demonstrate insufficient motivation, right? Students elaborate lack of motivation. Students depicts insufficient motivation, or students depicts, shows lack of motivation, right? So instead of don't, we shift it to the word, insufficient or lack of. And that shows that your concern level is not common, not basic, it is better, right? Again, repeating, this is for 7 plus. Now, instead of very important, many students can say it very important. AI is having very important impact on the modern time period. AI is having a huge impact on a very important and very vital impact on the new generation. Anybody can say it. For instance, education is very important, and maximum topics in your IELTS essay, they come from education topic. There are total 4 5 topics. 10 are the most important, and which I shared, I think, last day, some slides, and the most important within those 10, 4 5 are more important, and the most also, and from those 4 5 actually your topics come: education, this social media network, advertisement. On those topics you must be having ideas. IELTS essay is easy from where it comes, like the 4 5 different idea, we can say idealistic topics, those idea related to. But yet education is very important. You can go for a paramount word, you can go for a crucial word. Here you see a significant word is also okay, but paramount I prefer, right? Unique word, yeah, that's unique. So paramount means very important, and you know that, very important. Next moment, in speaking and in writing, really, do you like book reading? Do you think reading is important for people? Do you think this is really good? Do you think this is having a good effect on people? You can say, I think I'm of opinion, it's really paramount. Now, when you say paramount, you cannot use very, because paramount already means very important. So this very important both together has been replaced by the word paramount. Same goes for the word crucial. Crucial also means not important, it means very important. Even crucial means this much important, because of which you can't live, right? So these 2 words to be replaced for very important, right? Next moment, very important. So go for this. Next, replace shows. In IELTS academic task 1, question number 1, that you describes a chart an upcoming week will be discussed. Now, instead of shows, go for demonstrates or illustrates or elaborates. Depicts is also fine, but better to use demonstrate or illustrate. Like the graph shows an increase, the graph demonstrates a significant. Now a single word, grammatically again same, correct. But in ESL exam, it only matters. Not in CSS, not in competitive exam, not in other intermediate level, university level exams show also these things are fine, okay, grammatic. But when you compare your essay with the 6 and 7 plus, when you compare it either on artificial intelligence or on some social sites, on websites, on British Council or IDB, you will see the difference. You will see why it is 6 and why it is, and you will see the difference of words as well. Somewhere grammatical and spelling mistake might be there, but besides that, this also affect your writing and speaking. Next, instead of now, many and much, those students who use many and much, I say always to avoid this. And what to use? I say to use a lot of. But instead of a lot of, now there is one more, rather two more words for which if you go, that will show the best. A lot of is also fine. For example, you say there are a lot of benefits. You say there are many benefits, but you forgot either I have to use many or much. There are much benefits. So you made it either you'll confuse like many or much, which to be written, many or much. So instead of many or much, those are informal too. In IELTS speaking, in IELTS writing, saying many or much to be avoided, 100%, cross, delete, eliminate. Like the word so, like the word then, like the word but, like the word and. Also, many, much, many, much. There are many benefits, there are many importance. So this is informal too, and this must be avoided. Secondly, we face students mostly stuck, either many to be used or much. Instead of them, you can use simple word, a lot of benefits. That is okay. And if you want a next level approach, so instead of a lot of, you can go for considerable word, you can go for substantial word. You can say there are a lot of benefits, that is also fine. But the best one, this is better. But the best one, there are substantial, there are considerable advantages. So two words again edit. Now I hope and I expect from all of you level quite educated, had background information about the word substantial, about the word considerable, but next moment you have to only use it practically in writing and in speaking section, right? These are very important words from no site, no website. This lecture, I don't think so you can get, right? I don't think so from any institute in even. So this is very important. Just note it down. Now, next point is replace because with due to or owing to. Many students actually like the point that what the thing, like I didn't say many students don't have idea. I said many students like. Now you have to also go for the word like. Many students actually like the idea, what the thing they have to do for the next level, right? Recent as student, I told you one example from the world topmost institute like Oxford trainer, the native speaker. She trained, she got training from there, and then she contacted me, and then and then when I saw the difference was a little very minor. I think her essay approach was outstanding, what she learned from Oxford and native, but the thing was lacking because of not having proper assessment, right? So sometimes it also in front of will be as that assessment, sometimes it doesn't happen of a student, and it is really very important. And then students get stuck like, where am I lacking? A very quite talented person having outstanding background. Now you see grammatically both sentences, all these are correct, but why we are going for the second point, second point, second point? Because English exam, and in English exam they do check it. English level exam, one person is saying good, another person is saying paramount, right? Paramount effect, substantial advantages. Replace because with due to or owing to. So next word, don't use because. Sometimes while closing the paragraph or writing the example, students take help by using word because. 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 For example, pollution increased because of cars. It's a basic. Pollution increased due to the fact
of automotive emissions. Now you use also for the machines, automotive, this products are these things, right? Now automotive machines, this can be used for the cars, vehicles, right? So you say uh, pollution increased due to automation, or due to the fact of, due to the reason of, due to the matter of, or simple due to is also correct instead of saying because. So next time, do not use because in speaking and in your writing section. I think one last point we are left with, and then we come for some words to be replaced. Those are quite interesting. And yeah, one word we already walked through it, and that first point, if you remember, we replace with I think while starting with a while or with which, right? I think it was while this and it. So the first point we replace but with while, and here we can also replace with although and whereas. To avoid but, we can use although, whereas, and while to make sound more professional, formal, advanced, and 7 plus. Like living in a metropolis can open new opportunities, but it can also be stressful. Now, this is okay grammatically. Yet, if you go for this, starting a sentence with the reasonable word, although living in a metropolis can open opportunities, it can be rather stressful. You can also use this although word in the between two ideas, where one idea is stop, another you are talking or sharing. Before that, you can also use living in a metropolis can open opportunities, although it can be rather stressful. Now both are okay, right? So this means but can be avoided with the word whereas, while, although, though, even though, right? And it is must. You have to practically work on it. You have to work in a sense like to whenever you talk, you speak with friend, with yourself, with when you write, right? This must be having a little struggle, hard work is required for it, right? Without having like this training session, these classes are for the purpose. This is the track, this is the best, this is the easy way, this is for 7 further it depends on the students approach, how they are going through it, right? So let's come for here, some words are here, I'll share if you want. This don't use important, you can go for influential, you can go for paramount, we can go for this indispensable instead of important. And these are some common words, that's why I chose it, right? The most common words this we go for in each essay, in each speaking exam. Important
Sir,
word,
please
important.
send on
Yeah, so
WhatsApp
next
group.
is significant word can be used, next noteworthy word can be used, right? So these are some alternatives can be used. Now some common mistake, I think the first one is kids. Instead of kids, you can use toddlers, you can use children better, right? In IELTS exam, children word mostly come an education essay topic, where you can go for the word toddlers instead of going for the word kids. Kids is actually considered to be informal here, right? So better to use toddlers here, or the children, the same word, no problem. Next, this point will be discussed in the essay discussion. So I do not talk about this point. Ignore this question and writing test too. We have to focus at this point. Actually means we have to understand the question. We have to answer for both the parts: advantage, disadvantage, problem, solution. Yeah, this is also fine. Sometimes students like to talk fast. Now, in the class, I try my 100% to speak slowly, to be very honest. Otherwise, when I talk normally, I speak very fast, the English language. And it is not fine. It is not correct way, because fluency means you have to speak slowly. You have to speak normal. You have to not break your, you have to not stop. You have to not have breaks. You have to not pause. You have to stop with a flow. That means like normal, right? The moment in the class for each level of student, to make it clearly understandable, I talk the way this is called fluency, right? Like you don't make stop, you don't make breaks, you don't stop, you don't use so, you don't use and, but, then, in, next. So that means your fluency is okay. So this is not like a good way talking very fast. In recent IELTS speaking, when I appeared as a student here in the mock exam, and I asked my student to take one my test, and I was again talking very fast. So this is not the right way. You have to talk slowly, normally, with a very normal, confident level, right? And further communication skills, if you know, so very, very good. If you don't know, so no problem. But normal, be normal, right? Be confident. Don't be scared, and present the best. Okay, next, we go for texture. So these are for some others. Okay, so these are all for today's discussion. Now I take your short test, and you have to, from essay collection, which I shared also. These, we come for some last topic. Yeah, now the words are already shared with you guys. Yeah, I think somebody texted and somebody said, please share. But I will share again. This I shared last night and I show you. In this slide, I even wrote in the, now this from opinion, same goes for this page number. I show you some words. As I say, 56, yeah, here. These are also fine, but page number 75, you can see the common words, the plus words, right? The common words, the plus words. Now, instead of develop, you can say prosper. Instead of information, you can say data, knowledge. Now, instead of students, you can say pupils, educators, educatees. Both are okay. Encourage, motivate. Both are okay. But somehow those are considered more approachable for 7 plus, right? Logical, you can say sensible. These words are already shared with you guys, and these few pages, 5 or 6 pages, you have to go. Okay, now I take a very short test from some anyone. I can ask you how. See this first question, number 5. Some people think watching TV and films makes children more creative. Others think that it can actually lower their creativity. Who would like to tell me this in a paraphrase, in own idea, by not using and, by avoiding and but, and using some alternatives like not only but also, or while, or whereas? Yes, who would like to try? Yes, who is ready to help us out to say this information till here? Either the same words, no problem, either different words, but use not only but also. Yes, please, who is going to help me? Hurry up. Okay, I choose Daniel. Ready? Sundars, Daniel. Who is ready? Alvina?
Can we say,
Yes,
while
yes.
a group of people thinks that watching TV and films make children more believe that while some people believe that TV and movie enhance children's ability to create or children's creativity,
Yes.
others argue that
Very good. Very good.
may, it may reduce their self-writing,
Hmm. Hmm.
their creative abilities.
Hmm. Good. Okay. For many, we said a lot, and then for a lot, we said substantial. We can also go for some like this first word. Many people think are something. We can go for numerous number of people, or a numerous, and a people word must be avoided also. This is also okay, but if you say individuals are, uh,
Individuals.
yes, yes, some of the public are this, instead of some and many, we can also say numerous number of individuals. And now think, I told you before that we have to never use it in speaking writing.
Consider. Consider,
Yes,
sir.
very good, very good, very good. Consider out of the perception, out of the opinion. Think word is not to be used. Okay, yes. Who else will try for another topic? Let's go for, yes, the 7, topic number 7. Who will try? Some scientist, how can we say this? And then think word, and then further. Yes, who will try? Hurry up, hurry up. Who will try till here? Who will try to tell me in a little better way? Because in IELTS essay writing task 1, sorry, question 2, in introduction, we do write it in our own words. Yes, who will try? Umaima, Mahnur, Nadia, Anam,
Yes,
Dana.
sir.
Yes, yes, tell me. Yes.
Many scientists consider that
computers will soon become more intelligent
Mm-hmm.
than humans
Mm-hmm.
being.
Okay. What is the word for many? What is the word for many here? Can you see? I didn't
For
write
many.
here. So a lot of, you can say substantial amount or considerable amount of people, right? Point number four. Instead of many and much, we can say a lot. And instead of them, for more, better, 7.5 and plus, we can use this too, right? For more, better sound, right? And you will see the difference. Okay, good. Yes. Intellectual, intelligent can be synonymized. How much you can synonymize it is better. Okay. I assign you one task from the current slide. You can take a screenshot. I show you completely. And you're given a task in the following group. You have to just write only paraphrase or 3, 4, 5 sentences, only 3, 4, 5 sentences, not more. And try to use these points which we discuss. And by these points, I mean you can have a look. Here are these points, right? You have to take care of these 7 points within any of this topic. Yes, you are given almost 10 to 15 minutes and then submit your work. Those who will do right now will be having outstanding creativity. I will share indirectly that these are the lacking points. We have to work on it in upcoming time, right? So do it right the moment and take care of these 7 points and any of the topic of your choice. Take a screenshot, share in the group your work without feeling hesitation, lacking confidence. Share it confidently. Okay. English is ESL second language. Making mistakes is no problem. We learn from that. Now, any question you can ask. Yes. No question? Yes. Smarter, intellectual. Okay. Go for your assignment and share as soon as possible. I'm waiting. 10 to 15 minutes are given to you. After that, I will not check. So those who will share in 10 to 15 minutes, I will check. Now, the choice is yours. See you. Thank you. Have a nice time.